Yo, it's D Wells in the building right now with my man Allah Adams.
What's going on, people?
I don't know who the fuck. Yo, I thought my man was here, but
Nah, I
anyway.
gotta be incognito today. The government is after me.
Say that again. What?
Government is after me, so I gotta be incognito.
Yo, I'm a peaceful person, man. Like I come in peace. I was what he talking. Huh? All right. So I'm listening to his artist right now. Y'all vibe with this.
Yeah. You want me to hit?
That's you?
That's
You did
the
that?
artist. Liz, look on my head. Liz. She got big head, big mouth. She be on Instagram with the clout. Then on the road in my house. Then on the couch on the couch.
Menagerie is coming through.
She got big head, big mouth. Instagram with the clout. My house.
Wow, yo, that's lit, yo.
Yeah, so
I mean, I like the mask, yo. Why you taking it off? It's different, yo. Nah, yo, D Wells in the building with my
What's
man.
going on?
That's my bro right there, man. I don't care what y'all say, man. I mess with this nigga eternally.
yeah, we got big things going, yo. My artist, Big Bank, yo, he about to take over. He produces everything. That's why. And see, like we do fucking with Instagram with the clout and shit like that. He got the little young boy voice.
You know what I don't like? I saw something yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and somebody was like, the Nick Cannon diss to Eminem, and somebody said, yo, you 47 and you chasing clout, and I'm like, yo, I do this because I'm better than everybody. Like,
Who he said that about?
somebody said it to Eminem.
Oh. How do you feel about that though? Why?
I don't.
How do
I
you feel
don't.
about Eminem? Like still.
Nick
talking
Cannon
about-
is corny, but I respect the fact that he gangstered him.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah.
And then he came with Clips, and then he came with the other dude.
I love all of those.
Wilder
Those
now
guys-
got a different type of situation
Yeah.
right now, and so salute to
Yeah.
Nick
hell
Cannon.
yeah.
Yo, that was different because Eminem, he gotta come down just like the rest of the,
Yep.
Towers of Babylon.
Yeah.
So
It's funny you say that because that's what Nas said about Jay-Z.
it
He
gotta
said,
come down.
he said Jay-Z was on top when I eated him. He was on his top. He said, what did he think? He said, yo, the people couldn't wait to tear you down, nigga. They couldn't wait to be like, oh, you got Ethan, because he was on
They
top.
pray for
Yeah,
my
that's
downfall. Right? But I don't want to make it too much about me. I want to make it about you because we don't have opportunities like this. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna see you. You're gonna be going to November.
Real quick. Nah, I'm gonna come back through. I want to come. Gotta
Nah.
come to the crib with the studio.
Yeah.
I told my son about it. He was like, "Word." So I want to record my other son, the knucklehead, the one I'm
Where
trying
he
to.
at?
He's in Long Island, so we could get to him.
We in Long Island.
That's what I'm saying. I was calling you the other day to see.
I know.
What you,
I apologize.
you was
doing
busy.
stuff.
No, I know.
I
I was trying to get you in there.
I got a great life.
Of course, you always did, man.
I did, and
as
I
long as
do.
you're happy,
But
and
I
you-
did,
and you-
but
and
I do.
You control and regulate your emotions, your happiness,
Energy
your sadness.
shine on me.
Man, that's it,
And
bro.
so at the end of the day, so I just want to wish you
Yeah, but the
salutations,
sun, when
man.
the sun come out, man, it's shining on you, bro. Just gotta absorb the rays. You know what I mean?
Hey, I feel
you
like
gotta absorb
summertime.
the sun rays.
Yo.
People be afraid of sun rays, man. The sun rays is beautiful, man.
Explain.
Because when you absorb sun rays, there's a biochemical reaction in your brain. All right, when you absorb it and you go to sleep, that's called REM. REM. So
I read that.
you experience REM more when you absorb sun rays, and that's when you go into a dream state. You dream about the future, you dream about everything, and it happens. And then when you wake up and it happens, you have deja vu.
But it's a sense of bliss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, serotonin, melatonin,
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
yes.
There's a war against the melaninated people. You know what I'm
What?
saying? The melanated people. Anybody
There's
with
a
melanin.
war going on.
There's a war against the melanated people.
So there's not.
So
there's
it
a
don't
war
matter if
going
you're
on in the
black.
streets, no one is safe, son.
Exactly.
You can run, but
There's
you
a-
can't hide forever from
There's
these
a war going on against the melanated
streets
people.
that we done took.
But guess what?
You're walking with your head down, scared to look.
Did you know that?
shook.
Did you know that this dude proved the point? And I don't know if it's true or not, but he has medical evidence. He said that when
Is that the
black
guy-
people and white
is
people
the- is
come
that the guy
together,
that found the cure
he
for
said,
AIDS?
Nah, not him. He said that black people and white people, when like a black man's with a white woman, she gets cancer. You know why? We absorb sun rays. They reflect it. Sun rays gives them cancer. So what happens when a person that absorbs
But
sun
doesn't that
rays?
sound negative, though?
It's
You know
not.
how we do.
No, you got to look at
sounds
it.
A little,
and what it is that there's some medical evidence.
I love everybody.
I love everybody too, but guess what?
But he went
to
the left. To
you know
the
how
left.
they? Nah, I don't know. It's some proof into it.
How?
Well, because they're seeing that the couples that are black, white. The other couple, the other person's getting cancer for somehow.
No, I understood the concept of what you're saying.
Then they're going and doing chemo and all that, and then going back with the and then it's like it's coming back. So they like, wait a minute, because we absorb sun rays. Do you understand? We absorb sun rays
because of melanin.
Right.
Right.
And they reflect it. That's why it burns. It burns them. The reason it burns them because when it hits the surface, it reflects instead of absorbing. So now you hit.
They wearing all of the sunscreen though.
That's even making it worse. The sunscreen is chemicals. It's fucking with them.
But it's reflecting. I see the reflective
It's
particles.
not helping.
When you put it on, you can see the
but
shiny
it's really
stuff.
not
That's
helping.
like
It's really not helping. They even said it came out. If I'm lying, I'm dying. They came out with this summer that the sunscreen is causing problems now. So it's like, where can you do it? The sunscreen, if you can't put on sunscreen, you can't reflect the sunlight. You absorb it, you get cancer. So if you're with somebody that absorbs sun rays and you're with them, we give off that same radiation. We give it off. Because if we can absorb it, that means we can give it off. You know what I'm saying? So they saying that there may be something in it. And that's why, it may be something in that.
That is very exceptional as far as the information is concerned. No, it's exceptional. But what I always challenge you
I don't even know why I brought it up.
I don't know why either, but it was supposed to be heard.
It's like out of nowhere, like, yo, we killing them. No, but it's crazy.
Whoa. Nope. As I always try to say, and we'll part two that part.
Just move closer. Move closer. You got the best camera I've ever seen.
Yo.
Yeah, this is movie quality, bro.
So like I was saying,
with this.
Hey, I already did.
This is dope.
I already did, but we're gonna talk about that later.
All right.
You always have the burden of proof, just like any judicial system.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
that.
I like what you said.
You know what? I'm about to bring the burden of proof up, and you're not gonna like it.
Now or another time?
Right now.
All right, so I'm gonna be.
The people that say the Earth is round, the burden of proof is on you.
Yo.
So look. Real talk.
Okay.
Like this, you know how when the flat Earth and the round Earth discussion debate, right? It would have been over.
It's still over.
No, it's really not over. It's not over. But people don't understand. It's because a lot of people are even afraid to do research into stuff like this because they think it makes them weird. What makes you weird is going with the flow with everybody else. What everybody else is saying, because that's what we call by design. So it's like the things that you see now is by design. Like the way that black people act is by design. The way that white people act.
Why is it always black and white though?
Because we're living in a world that was designed on principles of, we got to do things to keep these people like down and keep them. We don't want them to know who they are, what they are, none of that. So in the process of that, the other side, right, they've created a paradigm where it's like, we're white. So, but the black people are like, but wait a minute, we're black. So I didn't create the black-white paradigm. It's the society, and most people don't understand that America is a big, giant social experiment.
It is.
I agree. It's a big, giant one. That's why they said they put colored over bathrooms, and it's an experiment. Like, which one you gonna go to? Oh, yeah, go to that one. See, and then when you go there, and then you label black, Negro, or color.
So what am I labeled? Look at my skin. It's beautiful.
It depends on what how your mother and your father signed you as.
But you're a fucking fruit punch too.
Right.
You got hazel eyes.
So at the end of the day, what I am, according to the paradigm or the matrix or the system, is what my mother and my father signed me up to be. But they didn't know.
Assignments.
They didn't know. What I really am is a Moor. That's the classic name of what we are, right?
I mess with that.
And then when we get into that type of history and stuff like that, then we find out all kinds of other stuff that leads to other stuff and other stuff. But when you say black, Negro, and color, even though like now we have redefined what black is, you know, it's still poison for us in the whole social experiment part of the process. It's still detrimental to black, because okay, another white officer just shot an unarmed black. All right, that's the key word. Once he does that, there's no repercussions, because in the law that was written, because we don't know about these things, anybody that's labeled black, Negro, and color has no rights.
It's like an asterisk next to the name,
and you have no rights under that code, because it's just a code. You have no claim to rights, and also you are what they call civil liter mortuus, which is a Latin word because the people that created this mess speak Latin, the Catholic Church. And civil liter mortuus means civilly dead in the eyes of the law, operating outside of the law as a what? Once you operate outside the law, what does that make you? An outlaw. Outlaw. So that's why they treat you like an outlaw, no matter what you do. If you're black, you're an outlaw. If you're black, you're guilty. If you're black, you did it.
So
if you're black, look, because they have the whole paradigm the way it is, people believe that Bill Cosby, the man that he was, they believe that everything that they...
I don't agree. I don't believe that he did it.
He didn't do shit.
I think that he was in a situation where everything was cool.
He didn't do shit. Let me tell you what the real
situation.
Can I tell you what the real situation is?
I can't wait.
The real situation is him and a couple of his partners was going to buy NBC because they was in trouble.
That I know.
They was in trouble because ABC was owned by Disney, and Disney owns everything. But you got to understand who Bill Cosby really is. See, if you go back in history, when Bill Cosby was a young man in his 20s, he had an independent show out of Philadelphia. And this show, it was on independent cable network, and this is how he became the person he is. Instead of him taking this opportunity to create this show, to use it for some bullshit coonery, if you look at the footage, every week he would say, did you know that a black man built this and this and that? Every week it was, did you know that a black man did this? Did you know that black people did this? So the European establishment knows that it would be threatened by a person like him owning the show, owning the network. Why? Because he would go, did you know?
Right.
Did you know?
And
see, the did you know shit would come back. See, they don't want the did you know to come back. That's why they bought up all the black networks. And there's not one black network. In fact, if you go follow Byron Allen, he's in court right now against Comcast because he's trying to tell everybody, look, these motherfuckers are keeping us out of it.
Tell him Byron Allen's net worth, because a lot of cats
he's worth billions.
Billions.
He's worth billions. There's a lot of black cats worth billions.
And he started getting his mom money when he was a kid, pushing shopping carts. And he found out,
dude.
And he turned out, and his mom happened to, or some family member happened to work for NBC, and he was under Johnny Carson and all of these Lawrence Welk and all of these cats, and he was like just soaking up the information, and he turned nothing into something. So
and he bought up networks.
And he bought up. And he
did you know that he owned?
Did you know
he owns the Weather Channel?
Did you know?
Did you know he owns the Weather Channel?
That I didn't know.
Did you know that he was the first owner of that type of thing?
Who's that?
Byron Allen.
Who?
Byron Allen.
Who?
Byron Allen.
Okay, I just want to make
sure. He bought the Weather Channel, and then
I read this. He's actually telling the truth.
He produced the first Latin Weather Channel.
Okay, so we got to pivot because you got to go and I got to go get this money.
So anyway, long story shorter, just like with Bill Cosby and a lot of other people, if you notice, they will take a black man and hang him right in the court of public opinion in front of the people in the media. But there's been so many white men. There's been white men that came forth and said, "Listen, I'm blessed with this kid." That and not 40 years ago, some shit they tried to make up on my man Bill. I'm talking about in the last couple of years. This dude that was in the show, He was in a fucking video saying like, yeah, I felt so bad. I was having sex with underage kids. Yeah, and nothing, you don't hear about that. He didn't go to jail, nothing. I can go on and on. Even Weinstein, they swept it under the rug. Why you don't hear nothing about the Weinstein guy no more? Because he's a Jewish guy in a high position. They all was doing the shit that he's accused of. You're not hearing about him.
It was kind of like, if we want to take it a step further back. You ever like the show Spartacus?
Yes, I loved it.
You like not just Spartacus, Gladiator and all that.
Yeah.
All of those cats, the dudes that was in high position, always had young boys, and so
Around.
the whole what's that shit called? Not GLAD, the fucking it's an acronym. You know what I'm talking about? Lovers of Young Boys.
Oh yeah.
It's a culture, and it has offshoots or derivatives of it, and it has a lot to do with what's happening in the industry today. And so there's two things I want to say about this point, and then I'm gonna give it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
We had a podcast maybe over the summertime. It's not that I particularly, but I'm assuming you too. It's not that we don't like young gay dudes. Like, be who you gotta be.
Right.
The thing is that understand the catalyst that brought into fruition the platform that a lot of people stand for. Now, there's a lot of people, gay, straight, whatever, they have an alternative. It's not because of their DNA, and it's not because of who they are inside, but it's because it's an alternative. And that alternative is profitable. So you can turn that alternative into a narrative. Does that make sense?
That's what they've done.
Right. So I'm not standing on that platform, but I recognize that this is something. So people have to be who they have to be, but you also have to understand that you might be in a position to whereas you are this person because of a platform that was opened up for you because they need numbers. It's all a numbers game. And so if they got people buying in, just as when Obama came and everybody was like, yes, we can. And Puff was out there like, yo, get out and vote. Russell was like, get out and vote.
Everybody did.
It's a numbers game. So they're doing the same thing. They're just not putting it in your face. And so if that's who you are, great. God bless you. I'm with you. But at the end of the day, know the history, do the research, because at the end of the day, people don't know the game and the pawns that they've become for these bishops, queens, and everything else. So I just want to clarify that particular point. But I just want to say, man, I'm so proud of you for what you're doing, what you're facing. And at the end of the day, man, the synergy and the brotherhood that we continue to perpetuate. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We don't choose the path that God gives for us, but we can't run from the information that we're imparted with. Right. So you have a bellowing calling inside of you, just as I do. And it's amazing just to watch and watch it ferment and just turn into something great. And I see you as greatness, brother. And I want you to keep going.
Always.
You my G.
I'm gonna just leave it like this, bro. Hey, look, the whole thing is the definition, the true definition of power, and it was given to me by Professor Leonard Jeffries from City College in New York City in Manhattan. And he made us repeat after me, and I repeated it, and I kept it with me for years and years.
You spoke it to power.
And it's everything he said, this definition, when you dissect everything I'm going to say and look at the world, then you'll understand what's going on. He said, power is the ability to define reality and have others respond to it as if it were their own. Power is the ability to define reality and have others respond to it as if it were their own. So at the end of the day, all that's really going on is the people that are in so-called power have just defined reality for you. And people are responding to that as if it is their reality.
Why do you think The Matrix is a movie
and
embedded in our pop culture?
Yeah, because it's the truth.
It is the truth.
And do you know that the people that put the movie out were sued by the
Of
original
course they
makers.
were. And the people
And
that
you
wrote the
know what the
movie and
original-
everything,
it was a black
they
woman.
were, well, no, well,
It was a black
maybe
woman.
this is my first time hearing that.
Yeah,
But I
no,
know
the
brothers, they're
Wachowski
Jew.
brothers,
They're Jewish.
they stole it from her, and she sued them, and they had to give her a lot of money.
I'm gonna look that up.
Look it up.
I
The
will.
Wachowski brothers.
They're Jewish brothers.
Yeah, they're Jewish brothers.
And at the
They
end of
stole
the day,
the whole concept
but
from
the
this lady.
information. So now that brings up another point. Even if you're getting information, right, you might want to just get in front of the information because you understand that it's a lateral move for you because of the power and the monetary value that's connected to it. So sometimes, and many times, information has been stolen from different cultures, different people, weaker, stronger, whatever the case, whatever your social status is, whatever your color is. But sometimes, because that person is in a better position than you, they're going to give the information and they're going to have the legacy points. But at the end of the day, it still comes down to it. So there's those of us that choose to use our platform to administer the medicine to the world, and then there are those that steal it. So the real issue is not, in my opinion, and this is where we always get into our debate. It's not black or white. Black and white doesn't exist anymore. It's at the lower part of the totem pole. The true color is green.
That is true, but
The
at
world
the end
scope,
of the, day,
the world scope, what they want to see optically is
I'm gonna
obviously
tell you something.
utopia
I agree,
European.
but there's the point. There's one point I want to bring up from my brother. I've been following him a lot. Dr. Boyce Watkins. He's a doctor of economics. He's not like a historian or nothing, but he talks his black shit. But what he's bringing the point about is that you cannot compete if blacks are not in the world market of economics. So what happens is we could say black, white, and then green, but then the blacks don't got no green. So then you got to go back to we got to deal with the blacks and help them.
That's the dividing.
We got to help them. No, but we got to help the blacks get the green, because what's been happening is we're talking that whole, it's not black and white because we all humble and all that. But these motherfucking Europeans is like, no, fuck that. They like, fuck, it is black and white. And we're going to make sure that the whites get it and the blacks don't. And we're going to make sure of it. We're going to make sure of it. While they sleep and we feed them party and bullshit, we're going to get all the wealth, and half the wealth, it belongs to us. That's another story. So, but until we wake up and say, like, wait a minute, us as a people, we're going to call ourselves black or Moors, whatever. But the people that have skin pigment, melanin, have to come together, because the Europeans, the people that don't have melanin, are coming together and they're excluding you from the table. So now what do? Common sense will tell you, okay, you don't want me at the table? It's like, it's a clothing line I'm making up. And it said, yeah, hey, listen, you're not feeling me? Fine. It'll cost me nothing to pay you no mind. Hey, that's it. If you ain't feeling me, fine. I'll take me and the people that look like me, we'll go over here and we'll build something. Every time we did, you bombed it, you burned it, you killed it. So, but we still persist because we're resilient. But at the end of the day, it keeps coming back to black and white, because not because of me and you, we're fun-loving people. We do love white people. We love them. Not we go in there and kill every one of them. We love them. I'm not lying. If you didn't love them with the fierce warrior that lies within us, if we did not love white people, we'd get out the car right now and just start, and start ripping these motherfuckers apart. If we didn't love them, and all the shit that they did to us. All the shit that they did to us.
500 years, bro.
If black people did not have that supreme love in them.
If you got beef with somebody for 2 weeks, that's just going to be in your heart. 500
exactly.
years, it's embedded.
We'd be attacking them.
But
we love them. It's them that don't love us. It's them that perpetuates the bullshit. And we got to understand that.
Okay.
Right is right and wrong is wrong. Motherfucker, you know when you right and you know when you're wrong. White people try to play this game like they be doing fucked up shit, like they don't know that it's wrong. We got to stop giving them passes. No, you know you fucking wrong. You know damn right you fucking wrong, because you know right from wrong when you're 5 years old. You're taught right from wrong. You're taught.
But I think that in a setting, no, not perfect world. I feel you. In a perfect world, I don't think that that's the message. In spite of what's in our heart,
right? We love
the
them.
world is not. No, it's not even we love them. We love us. We're all a
Of
part of
course.
the universal
No,
family,
we don't love
right?
us enough though.
We don't, but that's not the point that I'm bringing up. What I'm saying is that we do love everyone. At the end of the day,
I love the universal family talk.
You like that?
You know what? I love it, but you know what? I would love it more if it came from them too. We can't be the only one, but we can't be the only one in mass.
I think that's what you set your sights on. I see it.
No, well, I see them a little bit now, more and more.
I see it clearly.
But you still got the power.
Here's the thing:
the people that's
you're the
in
warrior
power.
of the tribe. You're the warrior of the tribe, and I'm the diplomat. Okay, I'm just trying to like big bro shit, like, and understand where you're at. What I'm saying is that I agree 100% with what you're saying, but I disagree.
There's another side to it.
With the attack of it. The attack of it is that I think that diplomacy. Everybody gave Obama such a hard time because they said that he was pussy. He let too much shit slide, but sometimes when you get to the office, you gotta like lay it down. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like, yo, coming a thing like rah rah. And so my thing is that I hear everything that you're saying, but at the end of the day, and this is a conversation
it's always
that we
been
gotta
my
have.
approach too.
And
every time I try to like be like
you're a black Israelite without the ankh on your neck,
be
B.
like the calm dude.
You don't do that. That's not your style.
My spirit starts taking over,
Right,
and it's
right.
like, yo,
It's your ancestors talking
because
to
it's
you.
like, yo,
They're like, nah,
you
you're
gotta
a
be
clear,
heard.
clean vessel for the ancestors to
you
speak
gotta
through.
be heard.
Right, but
And if you don't speak loud
my
enough,
ancestors are the same ancestors that
Of
you
course,
have, and
bro.
we're all rooted at the same part. So now your shit is coming out this way. So now we have
Yeah.
to funnel it and bring it into a
Into
whole
like a-
and make it a conversation, because now anybody that know me, like, I'm a cool, laid back, chill dude, but I'll fuck you up.
right.
I don't care who you are.
Like,
I'll
you don't
fuck
have
you
to
up.
yell and scream.
I'm
to
not
get the
going
point.
to.
Yeah.
I'll fuck you up. But I'm not gonna throw that in your face. But you got the, you know, you're the war paint. You're Marvel movie Black Panther. You are the you know what I'm saying?
I was just talking about
No,
them.
that's you.
When they came through the
That's
page.
you. Yo, that's you, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I
that
love
you
you,
say
boy.
that. I
You
love
my
you
man,
too,
man. Yo,
stay up.
we
D.
building
We gonna
every
get up,
day.
We gonna get up.
D Wells in the building.
That's
my
right.
man Allah Adams. I don't know what that
Peace.
mask was, but
Oh yeah.
peace.
This
One
is to let
love.
them know, yo.
Hey,
I burnt my knee pads. But
we
I
out
got
here
my
in the
mask.
street. Yo, you know
You
what?
get it?
I mess with cats like this every day. Fuck with me if you want to, boy. D Wells in the building. Huh?